All right, yesterday, prisms. Prisms. You guys you answered this question already. How many bases on a prism? 2, right? Today, though, when we taught pyramids, 1 base. That's it, 1 base. And I will let you know that anytime we deal with the pyramid will be regular, which means 2 things I can guarantee. That 1 base will always be regular. And this is a term we are familiar with. What's that mean if the base is regular? All the sides of the base are the same, if they're all congruent. And here's the second thing I can guarantee that we'll be dealing with in a regular pyramid. Go ahead, take that base off. What's left? Well, in this case, 4, but it depends on the base, right? The base is another shape that it's a little bit more or less than 4 triangles. But triangles are left. Everyone agree? Triangles are left. I can tell you the non-bases are all going to be congruent triangles. So that's a pyramid. It's a base, could be any shape that's regular, with the rest of the faces being triangles that are all congruent. Right? And it's good to know they're congruent because you find the area of 1, you know them all. Here is the issue today, though. That seems nice and straightforward. Pyramid, 2 heights. 2 heights on a pyramid. Altitude, which you're used to. And then a pyramid also has what's called a slant height. So my job here right now is to make sure you guys, 1, know where each is located and the difference between them. Which brings me to, has anybody ever seen any of the Mission Impossible movies or familiar with them? Okay, lot of stunts, high action, right? This is how I'm going to try to explain to you guys what an altitude of a pyramid is. I want you to pretend you're inside the pyramid right now. Not just anywhere. I want you hanging from the top, inside. That's called the apex, if you want to impress anybody this weekend. The apex of the pyramid, all right? You are hanging there on the top of the pyramid, all right? The only thing you have available is a little satchel with a rope in it, all right? So we are at the top, at the apex, and you need to get down to the ground, to the base. So you let your rope straight down to the base. Everybody envisioning you on here right now. And that rope is going to be perpendicular to the base. All right, everyone imagining that rope that you're going to slide down to the bottom. That's the altitude. That's the height. The Mission Impossible height, that's what it's called. Okay, everyone can imagine that. You're at the top, the apex. You drop that rope straight down, that rope is acting as your altitude. All good? Yes? We're good? Okay, so now what about slant height now? Slant height. And I'm going to keep it going too. I'm going to take off the base, and you guys told me what's left. Every triangle has a height, correct? That's what the slant height is. You take one of these bases, and the height on it, right there, that's what I call the slant height. All good? So everyone see the difference between the 2. Height, altitude, you just drop that thing right down to the apex. But slant height is you take one of those triangle faces off, and it's the height on there. Now watch. Let me draw in that other one. It's going to get a little messy. So here's my Mission Impossible height. Boom, dropped it down. I connect those 2. What am I forming? Not just any triangle. I'm going to form a right triangle when I connect those 2. Here's your altitude. Here is your slant height. What about the missing side? What about this here? This bad boy right here. Am I ever going to be able to find that length? That's going to be half of whatever the base length is. Okay? That's going to be half the side of a base. Of the base, anyway. So everyone see how we connect? Altitude, drop it down. Slant heights on the base, connect them. That last leg is half the side of one of the base, of the base. All right, we good. I think we're ready for lateral area. All right, let's see. I'm not giving you a fancy formula. Nope. What's lateral area again? What do I need to take off? Take it off. What's left? You know the area of a triangle? What's the formula? All right, so that, hey, ready? 1/2 base times height, but I just have to multiply that by what? Don't stop saying 4. That's only if the base is square. If the base is a hexagon, I'm going to have 6 of them. All right, so it's going to be 1/2 BH times number of triangles. Good? Never know. Questions? I'm praying this is an ad. Yeah. What's up next? It was I had the Tiger first period, and I just got 8 o'clock in the morning, just got jacked up. All right. All right. So that's how we're going to find lateral area. However many triangles there are, find the area. Look at this first one here. I'm going to have you find the lateral area with me. How many triangles? This is right up my alley, as you can tell. Screams, Mr. Carlino. $21. How many triangles are going to be on here on the faces? 4 times 1/2 BH, right? Oh, again, there you go. Remix version. We'll keep it going. I'll let it go. Again, hey, I need the area of one of these faces right now. So what's the base on that? What's the base on that face? 17? 12? Got to keep focused here. Height. What is the 8 pointing to? What is the 8 feet pointing to? 26? What's that 8 feet pointing to? That's the altitude. That's not what I want here. I want the height on one of the faces, aka slant height. Everyone see why? All right, I don't want the height of the pyramid. I want the height on one of the faces, which is not given, and we're going to have to find by using Pythag. All right, let's see if we got it. Give me the 2 legs. What are the length of the 2 legs in this right triangle I'm building? 22. Good. 8, which is the height. And Petra, how'd you get 6 again? Because you knew that's. Just say half. You're just going to embarrass yourself. Just say half. You're good. Half. Yes. Half. By the way, 7th period, I had put up all the pictures still, and they've been out of the game so long they had to get updated. And a couple people right away, how is Pedro still in? And my response, great question. Hey, you're playing a good game. Before you're going to be like one of the first 2 out, right? And you're still rocking it. Good for you. 10. So that ends up being the slant height. So my lateral area, 240 square feet. Hey, whoa. We all right what this H represents? I know it stands for height, but it's the height on the face, not the height of the pyramid. All right, let's go surface area now. All right, surface area. What am I putting back on? eBay. So look, I don't have anything fancy here for you. You take your lateral area and you add on. Or we don't know what the base is going to be in what shape. So I'm just going to put capital B. I'm not going to put length times width. I don't know what it's going to be. It depends on the problem. But just make sure you know B is area of the base. Same pyramid we just found the lateral area for. Can you find the surface area now? Well, we already know the lateral area was what? What was that one? 240? All right. Can somebody help me find the area of its base? 21? How do you find the area of the base? Darn right, Dan. Good work. $384 square feet. There we go. Let's see if we can handle this now. Numbers are going to be flying out of the generator. Find the lateral area to the nearest 10. Sometimes that'll be needed, sometimes it won't be. How many triangles here? Take off the base. How many triangles in this first one? Woo, 17. 4 times 1/2. All right, everyone focus on one of those faces. What's the base and height on one of those faces? 25, what's the base? 10, how about the height? Now I want to use that 13 because everyone see it's on the face. It's the slant height. 13 is the slant height. So no pi tag needed. Wasn't needed here. Let me know what the lateral area is when you get it. Oh, 6. Yes. And the unit. Impressive. Questions? You ready for number 2? Oh, it's upside down. Well, number 1, suck it up. And number 2, just turn over your paper if you have an issue with it. All right? That's why, oh, it's upside down. I can do this. All right, relax. Maybe act like you're in honors here. 4 triangles. 1/2. What's the base of one of those triangular faces? 5. 7. Times. Ooh, height is not given, right? Everyone see the 7 with the arrow pointing to it? That's the height of the pyramid. I want slant height. So I got to go back to pi tag. Is this like the 24-hour version? 30 minutes long. No thanks. I'm good. I'm pretty sure there was one year we found a 24-hour version that just kept repeating for that long. All right, what do you plug? What are the 2 legs then? What are my 2 legs going to be? 25?
7 and 3.5.
Nice. Everyone see where he's getting the 3.5 from? Half the base. 3.5. Darn right, you're not rounding this thing. You better not be, because that might throw off your lateral area. So you should just take the square root of 61.25 and plug that beast in. All right, so 4 times 1/2 times base times square root of 61.25 height. And when you have that, that's going to need to be rounded to the nearest 10th. So when you have that, let me know. Whoa, 23 when you're ready. Boom. Questions? Surface area now? Okay, number 3, surface area. 4 triangles. All right, take one of the faces and tell me the base length of one of those faces. 20, base length of one of those faces. 5. Should I plug in 12?
No.
No, that's Mission Impossible height. I need it, though, to find the slant height. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. All right, go to work. Let me know what should be plugged in for the legs. 8, what's being plugged in for the legs? Thank you. Let's try 23 again. What's plugged in for the legs? Nice. Thank you for not falling into the trap. People just see that 5 and just plug that sucker right in. Got to do half the base. Half the base. Act like you've been there. This is killing me. Uh, 150.25, the square root of that. Good. So times the square root of 150.25. This is getting messy. But it's surface area now. Surface area. What would you like me to add on now? What should I be adding on to that lateral area? 27. What do you want to add on? Which is, how do I find it? What are the sides? Thank you. And when you get it to the nearest tenth, 13.
147.6.
Nice work. Now, hey, I'll be honest. You've had it easy so far today. Everything's been a square. Square pyramid. Well, welcome to honors. They're not always going to be squares. How about a hexagonal pyramid? I'm going to get nuts. Find the surface area of this hexagonal. All right, take your time. Let's work on the lateral area first. Now, how many triangles? 9? 6 triangles. So now you're going to see a 6 there, not a 4. 6 triangular faces. All right, everyone focus on one of them. What's the base of one of those triangular faces? How long is it? 10? 6, yep. And it's not drawn in, but it's told to you. What is the height on one of those faces? The height? 19? 12, the slant height. So lateral area, that was pretty easy, wasn't it? Little LA for you. Ooh, we're going to have to work now to find B. All right, everyone ready for, again, B stands for area of the base. What shape is the base in? 14, what shape is the base? Hexagon. Ooh. Did we ever find areas of hexagons? You're darn right we did. It was called Unit 11. Finding the area of a hexagon. Let's not forget too quick. 6 meters. How do I find the area of that hexagon? And don't even. S squared radical 3 divided by 2, is it 3? Let's argue some more. Yeah, that was fun to listen to. Thought my ears were going to start bleeding. I make 6 triangles out of it. And I find the area of one of them and multiply by 6. So can you guys help me find the area of that triangle in particular? Let's start with the angle I just formed. What's that angle I formed by the 2 radii? 60, 360 divided by 6. When I draw in the height, it becomes bisected. So 30 here, 60 down here. What's opposite the 30? Smaller side, which would be what? 3, because remember the height bisects the side too. So I got a 3. What's across from the 60? 3. Radical 3, right? I'm not. I know some of you pulled that on your test. I'm not doing sine, cosine, tangent. I'm just going to remember my rules. All right. So what's the area of the hexagon? How many triangles are going to be formed? That's what that comes from. Times 1/2. What's the? Be careful here. A lot of you screwed this up on your test. What's the base of this triangle I'm trying to find? Not 3. A lot of you would plug in 3. Times the height. 3 radical 3. This right here, everybody, is all capital B. That's the area of the base. Again, hey, I understand. I get it. The frustration, the confusion, because how many times are we saying the word base and height? A lot. All right, and it means different things for different triangles. I get it. I get it. Got to practice it, though. Practice. Just not look on Classroom and write it down. So when you're ready, let me know the area of that hexagonal pyramid. Take your time. 28.
309.5.
You got it, Tyler. Yeah. A little nervous today, Tyler, when those votes were being read.
Well, I felt like people, have that. So.
Oh, you think? Oh,
Yeah.
you think so
Yeah.
until that time comes. I'm sure there's 3 other people you could talk to today that thought people had their back, and look what happened, right? Yep. I thought you were my friend. All good? Questions? All right, you know how we end. I told you yesterday how we're going to end class all the time. Smushing two figures together. And it could be any figures we've talked about. Find the surface area, which means anything that is showing, not covered up. I'm going to leave it to you and your group. Let's do this. Talk about it. Find the surface area of this figure. Here you go, rectangular prism. 6 faces, but one's not showing. So hopefully you didn't multiply by 6 there. And hopefully you didn't multiply by 5 because all 5 of those faces are not the same area. 4 of them are though, right? The front, back, left, and right are all 6 by 3. But the floor there, the bottom one, was 6 by 6. So this takes care of the rectangular prism. Now we go to the pyramid. I noticed the base is covered up, so really the only thing you're doing is lateral area here. Right? 4 triangles. One of the all the triangles have a base of 6 and a slant height of 4. So there's my work for the pyramid and the rectangular prism. For a total area of, let's finish this on a good note,
156.
There you go. Square feet. All good? Questions? All right, only got 4 this weekend. If you want to get going, you can. Only got 4.
All right.
Woo! Packed class today.